everyone, it's Bree from Sincerely Bree and Live, and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be discussing the age-old debate of paper versus plastic. You've probably heard by now how plastic is bad for the environment, killing animals, polluting the ocean, destroying the world, yada yada yada. All true. As an environmentalist, I hate plastic. I really, really do. But I don't want people thinking that paper is necessarily the best option either. Let's start with plastic first. So plastic is a man-made substance that came across to be virtually indestructible, and that's what it is. So plastic, especially in a landfill, will probably take around 400 to 1,000 years to break down. With such a long lifespan, that's giving a lot of opportunities to wreak havoc. Right now, it's estimated by 2050 that there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish. That's horrible. More plastic in the ocean by fish, and that's by weight. That's actually by weight. Obviously, this leads to a ton of problems, whether it be like animals choking on the plastic and dying. Have you ever seen the video of the turtle with the straw up his nose? I'll link it down below. The animals can ingest the plastic, the toxins can go into its body, and then they ultimately become our food. And then overall, I don't want to swim in plastic someday. I don't want to swim in trash, and that's what it's gonna be like if we don't stop that. So obviously, lots of problems. It's really bad. And some people think that we can just recycle it and these problems will go away. In theory, that is correct. We should just be able to recycle it. I don't think recycling is ever enough for anything, but yes, we should be able to recycle plastic. However, that's not necessarily the case at this point in time. Recently, as of January 2018, there was a ban in place from China banning a lot of foreign waste products from other countries that come in and ultimately get recycled in China. Us, in the US, as big consumers, have a lot of plastic that ultimately did go to China, but they're no longer accepting it. So currently we have a ton of trash, a ton of recyclables, and we don't even have places in the US for it. Like, we have some, but ultimately, most of our plastic did get shipped off to China, and currently does not have a lot of places to go. With that, I would not guarantee, like seeing you have the plastic bag drop off in like a Walmart or something, I would not guarantee that that's actually going to get recycled. I have a lot of friends actually a couple have told me they work in like a store or they work for a restaurant or something that has a place for recycling. It's advertised as recycling, it's a bin for recycling, but it just goes to the trash. And so I would be wary. You never know if your things that you think are recycling are actually going to be recycled. And that's definitely something to look out for. But for the items that do make it to the actual recycling bin, there's still an issue for them because plastic is constantly contaminated. So with holding our groceries, say we have something leaking, it gets all over the bag, that bag's contaminated, and unless it's cleaned, it cannot be recycled. However, it still does end up in the recycling bin. It contaminates everything else, and lots of plastic that does go into recycling ultimately does have to be thrown away because it's contaminated and it's no longer able to be recycled. Okay, let's talk about paper. So to make new paper bags, it produces 70% more greenhouse gases than it does a plastic bag. So greenhouse gases, that's going to be the air pollution causing global warming. Not cool. We don't want that. And I was not able to find a solid stat on this, but what came across as consistent through all of my sources is that paper does use quite a bit more water, quite a bit more energy, and ultimately producing more waste from both that water and energy. And that's also really not cool because we want paper to be we always want to go oh, paper, save the planet. But in reality, I don't think that's necessarily happening when we do that. Lastly, and probably most obvious, there's deforestation. We need paper, or we need trees to create paper, and we have to cut down trees to do so. Yeah. So I have this bag from Hy-Vee here. It's FSC certified, Rainforest Alliance certified, and then it's 100% recycled and 100% recyclable. So if you do have paper bags that are 100% recycled, then they will use quite a bit less energy to be made. It's probably still not enough, but it is quite a bit less. Oh, FSC certified. I didn't even discuss that. FSC certified basically means that it is coming from a sustainable forest, that the trees that are being cut down will be replanted. So that whenever you're buying paper, whether it be paper bags or notebooks, planners, I'm currently searching for a planner that's like recycled. Definitely check that out, whether it be 100% recycled or FSC certified. And that just makes it so it uses less energy and it comes from a sustainable place. And we know that forests just aren't being cut down and being left there because we want our trees. So where do I stand on paper versus plastic? I stand with reusable. Of course, these have their own environmental impact. So as always, only have as many as you need and remember to use them. I truly believe that our little actions today can eventually grow and we can truly change the world. Thank you for watching, and sincerely, Bree.